Dan carried so many boxes, he actually turned it into a box. That's what happened. So this is his fringe. This is his fringe. That's his nose. Boop. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any holes with. He's eventually going to suffocate. Look behind the box. Ah, it's Dan! Hello!
Hi!
In our new place. We're in our new place. That's the theme
That's
tune.
the official jingle.
Do you know
of the new place?
The new place. I'm so excited to not have to unpack any more boxes today. This is a welcome distraction.
I was about to say today.
Today.
Because we ain't done yet. Oh no.
If you're wondering why Dan looks really small, it's because I'm sat closer to the camera.
No, actually,
it's the mad.
I've actually carried so many boxes this week that I have just crippled
You've
them.
shrunk.
Yeah.
All that stuff that's just fallen out of the box. Like, what was in this box?
This is obviously such an essential box right here. We got this sheep.
We got the
plushie,
sheep. That's important.
A safari hat.
I mean, we needed the safari
Why
hat.
not? Whatever the... Oh, look, the head from the Easter bacon.
Is this basically some of my props box that didn't make it through?
And then what was that fluffy thing on the floor?
This... Did I ever use this in a
What
video?
the hell is that?
It was very useful for one amazing Phil video or other. I don't know which one. Anyway, welcome to the show.
I was thinking moving out was an opportunity to, you know,
Get rid of stuff.
We had the essential possessions there.
So we've sold the essential possessions. We are here in the new apartment. Welcome. I'm going to say hi to people before I begin. Hello, Elsa. In the corner. Ilkwa, Boo Girl, Ari Hamv, Crystal T, Gabby.
Hello, everyone.
My name is... You know what I haven't done? I haven't
Tweeted.
tweeted the show, so that's what I'm
It
doing
was
now.
me going to your prof.
You ready to do... Here we go.
To retwizzle. What's pointing you? We have the same words. Anyway,
Well, I'm sure there's a few people that is like...
politeness.
Thank you. Posting that to Amazing Phil. Welcome!
Hi, everyone!
So, we've spent our last while carrying and unpacking boxes. I've dropped so many boxes.
Our last while. Just an immeasurable amount.
The last while.
It has no discernible beginning.
Yeah.
I can relate to that.
Cuts did you get? I got
Oh my god, I've literally got like 5
My hand
cuts
has
all
been
in terrible
mashed.
places.
I never want to see a piece of brown packing tape again.
I mean, this has all been very presumptuous. Do you want to give people a previously on Dan and Phil in case they weren't on the internet yesterday?
Previously on Dan and Phil.
Yesterday, day before yesterday.
Day before yesterday. Basically, we moved.
Wow, well delivered there, Phil.
We moved. There was lots of issues. Should we do a quick rundown? You do that. I'll say what they were. First of all, John,
okay, there was no storage. 2 cupboards in the entire apartment. We had loads of crap.
Dangerous gas leaks.
It was an old building, which meant that there were mice, there was really bad internet signal.
There was an eagle that just flew in and pecked my eyes out every morning.
Noisy neighbours. It was annoying. We know that lots of you are kind of emotionally attached to it, because it's like the Friends apartment, you know? I mean, it's like, if you watch a show and they all the characters are just in the show and that's they're in a house and that's the background, then you're used to it. And it's like when they change, that's like a big...
But unlike the TV show Friends, when they left and put their keys on the table and ended,
real people,
we continued our lives.
Oh no,
we are going to keep making videos and stuff, so there's no need to be sad.
Well, actually happened,
Joey,
and there was like a bit of the last season when...
Are you just going to off and do the Joey show?
What would that be? About 5/6 of what makes Dan and Phil.
I don't know what that would be.
Dan's leg or Phil's head
Dan's
have a spin-off.
And
if Phil's head rolls across the town.
If you are emotionally attached to our apartment, I think you're more emotionally attached to our stuff, which we've kept a lot of.
I see what you've done there.
See? We brought this.
Yeah. Well, we brought all our stuff to this apartment, because obviously buying loads of new stuff is terrible. Yeah. So it's basically like it's gonna look exactly the same. You're gonna see some YouTube videos and be like, wow, it's all the same things.
There is some similar things
in a slightly different room.
Like we kept Iron Man up there.
And the
Hulk. Where's the Hulk?
Science Bros. Can't separate them.
Where is he? Oh, there he is.
So I mean,
and a cheeky little bit of flannel. We're not gonna do. Here's the entire apartment.
Which we can't do
because
you know, there's
look at all this.
Lots of issues. There's quite a few of you guys.
Stop!
Just
No!
following up the place.
Help! What can I say about it? It's a duplex.
It is? Is it technically duplex?
I mean, it's got
What
stairs.
I will say is if any of you guys were like, I can't understand the plan of Dan and Phil's apartment from our old YouTube videos. If you see like a Dan sketch where I was running about and you were like, how do these happen? There's all these rooms. Oh, this apartment's like the next level.
Yeah. Levels.
It's really weird.
It
doesn't make any sense, but it just has enough like cupboards and stuff, so that mainly did it.
There is space. Yeah. So let's look at what people have to say. Everyone's just going, dog, get a dog, get a dog.
Uh-oh.
Swimming pool's 15, get a dog. Unfortunately, we're still renting. It's dead for now.
The dog dead?
No.
The dog is somewhere.
For as long as I have to live here by a new landlord, which if he watches the last that we made, probably isn't long, there's no dog at the moment.
If our new landlord watched that video, that would be terrible.
That would be bad.
We'd just get evicted.
The scratches.
After moving
We actually destroyed the other place even more by moving.
There was like a whole segment we were going to include in the video, which is just how much we've destroyed it. Like all the tiles we've cracked, all the scratches that we've done across the wall, like dragging all the cameras and the light. And then we thought, wait a minute, this is just like a compilation of how we can get to people. So let's just edit this out and pretend that we were just the best.
The best tenants in the world. A lot of people are asking what that is. That is...
What, me?
No,
my name's Dan.
This
is my pink shirt.
Oh, yeah.
I was wearing this yesterday, but I thought I'd wear it just for this, to like have some continuity from that picture.
And I'm wearing this that I got from...
Or, conspiracy.
What?
Did I actually take the picture that I posted...
And sent it to the past.
Today. Yeah, exactly.
What? Yeah. And this is Bondi Beach. I got it on Bondi Beach, so I'm not one of those people that buys a hoodie that's like, oh, Bondi Beach. I bought it on Bondi Beach. Sorry.
Please buy tour merch, even if you didn't go see it.
Yeah, do it. I'll surprise you with it. Wait.
What's happening?
I'm on the move.
I'm scared.
Slow down a little bit.
That's okay. I was looking at the chat. OMG, new room. Yeah, new loungy thing. Wait a minute. Oh my. Dun dun dun.
It's a semi-transparent wall. That's a twist.
It's glass.
It is glass. How long will it to smash that?
Is it glass?
I think it's glass.
Okay, yeah,
there's cardboard. There's cardboard. Oh, hello. Sorry.
The reason why we're only showing you this random corner of a living room is because literally the rest of the entire building is just cardboard.
It's just this. This is all it is.
And just waste land.
It's a cardboard wasteland. That's what's happening. So, other things that happened were Easter baking. That
We're
mess.
not done a live show.
No.
Easter baking. What the hell?
We made an Easter baking video.
What a success.
What's the word? Resurrected? Rejuvenated our pastel personas.
Wow, Phil. Easter baking.
Resurrected.
Use the R word.
I'm sorry. I didn't even realise that happened. We brought back the pastel personas.
Because I was like, let's do Easter baking.
Yeah.
And then Easter baking is quite pastel-y.
Yeah.
So I was like, why don't we just... And then Phil was like, let's not do that. That like ruined the baking.
I was like, should we have full wigs
on? And then I was like, Phil, we have to just do it. And we did.
Imagining that one of the wigs would set fire. So we did have minimal fire in this
No
bake.
one set fire, so that went better than it could have.
It went better than it could have.
Actual baking of the Phil, what did we bake?
We baked lemon meringue pastel treats. That's what it was!
Try again.
Miniature lemony...
What the hell is wrong with you?
I don't know! For some reason that just doesn't stick in my head.
Pastel lemon meringue.
Pastel-y lemon meringues. Yeah.
I literally have no words.
Yeah, I made that. They were good tasting.
They tasted freaking amazing. The recipe was good. We just didn't whisk it for long enough.
Whisk it harder. I think next time maybe add less food colouring, because apparently that takes the air out of the recipe as well.
Those clouds were dank.
Dank clouds. They tasted so good. It was a lemony ebb.
So please, follow that recipe, except better.
Yeah, follow it, but better. What's your bedroom going to be like, said Dan. It was Dan. It was like you from the past as well.
I actually am on the app with my other hand, and I'm writing in the chat.
Unless it was Danielle. Well, here's the thing. I had this, like, on the top comment of the other video. Is I can't wait to see what Phil changes in his bedroom. Like, what will the interior design be like?
I'm so hyped for seeing how Phil redefines his aesthetic.
I really like him how it was, and I kind of just want to move it in. All the stuff I already have.
Phil was feeling quite authentic with his bedroom.
That's my vibe. So it might not change that much, is what I'm thinking. A few things will change.
Whereas my bedroom was like so ugly, and I've completely changed everything.
Oh, well, there you go.
I've kept like everything that was silver. I've kept.
You've gone for a colour scheme.
My new bedroom looks like the moon.
Yeah.
It's got a floating white bed.
A moon-themed room. Yeah, yours is cool.
I guess you'll have to wait for some kind of Dan Is Not on Fire sketch where I'm feeling like sad and rolling out of bed.
Show the edge of the bed.
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah. I mean, I want to keep
the bedspreads the same.
That's the thing. I want to keep my bedspread. It's your bedspread.
What, that dusty Ikea thing? Nope, gone.
Here's a secret. I had 2 of the green bedspread because I knew it was going out of stock. I don't think they sell it anymore in the UK. So I've got 2, and mine's still not that bad, so I kind of want to keep it. Keep the bedspread! Get the bedspread. You froze. Have I froze? Apartment tour. I think I'd like you to just
sing toxic.
Naturally see parts of the apartment.
I don't know how I feel about apartment tours.
Yeah,
they're a bit
what
cringe.
Is it? Like, here's all my stuff.
Look at my possessions.
Yeah, not it. But you will see most of it like during random Instagrams.
Other people do them. I love it. If any YouTuber did one, I'd be like eating that up.
But you don't really do it.
No.
I guess you'll just see it as it unfolds.
Yeah.
Crotch dance.
That is.
That's not number 1 on my list.
Kicked off.
Right. Let's have a look. Premium messages. Dollar said. How are you guys? I missed you so much. I missed you too, Dollar.
Good. Got some vitamin D in Australia.
Yeah. I mean, look how tanned I am. Look at these
Can you tell?
hands. It doesn't help that some of the walls in this place are black,
making you look even whiter right now.
Though it is quite fashionable and snazzy, isn't it?
What, being white?
No,
okay,
having...
Phil, that came
no,
out.
I wasn't talking about me. I was talking about the walls.
Oh, the wall. Yeah, it's quite
stylish. The interior design.
That makes a lot more sense.
Give us a mini tour. I just did, like, look. Da-da, da-da. There's
no need to make a YouTube video now. You just did it.
I just did it. That was it. Have you met the neighbours? Said Alyssa. No, but that might be interesting. Hopefully they're nice.
I don't want to meet them. If I could just live here for the whole time and never
just not see another person,
that would be ideal.
Yeah. So hopefully that won't happen. I've heard a door close.
Say hi to the Dan's Kinky Curls group chat. Okay, wow, thank you. Shout out, lads.
Good name. Hi, Float just arrived. Traveling Turtle has conjunctivitis.
I had that once. It was
That's
scary. I woke up and my eyes were like closed.
Like fused shut.
Yeah, it was like the worst thing ever.
It's like your eyes get a cold.
Yes.
That's how I describe it. Hope you get better soon. Get those sweet eye drops in.
When will you get a dog?
When?
Maybe
one day.
Well, when a house is bought, I guess.
Yeah. When
there ain't no landlord to tell you what to do.
Yeah. Let's have a look at the top fans. Rachel wins a dog. Jotalina wins a dog. Iqua wins a cat. Loki Fandom wins a rat. And GGV.
I'm sure these people wish they didn't compete.
GGV with flea. There you go. It's a tame flea that charges.
And 5 to 10.
Yeah.
Get conjunctivitis.
No! Lucy said, have you set up a place for your gaming videos? Yes!
Yes!
It is down here.
It looks exactly the same.
Weirdly similar. But the room is bigger that we're doing gaming in. It's like a big office room. So we're not going to be like moving...
A big office room? Stop trying to make it sound professional.
Well,
it's just a bedroom.
Well, it's a bedroom that we put a desk in.
Put a desk in it.
That's an office!
It's a gaming channel.
It's a gaming channel.
It's a nerd den.
What I'm saying is it's exactly the same as the last one, but like 25% bigger. So we can move the lights around and actually fit on the screen and stuff.
It'll look less uggo, which is I'm so hyped for the gaming channel videos. Not looking. They look like this at the moment. We have like one yellow. We haven't tried with this now lighting. No,
but gaming lighting will be dank. That was dank.
And there's no neighbour through the wall sleeping. Yeah. So we won't have that sudden realisation of thinking that we were screaming at people. That's actually for 4 years.
A nice feeling. I can just bang this wall, and there's no neighbour there.
That's glass.
That's glass. There's no neighbour there.
That's a wall.
That's a wall. We're free.
I tell you where my Den Is Not on Fire videos are.
Oh, they're in there. They're through the mystery glass.
Yeah. It's just like a corner.
The reflection of the pixel mirror as well.
Oh my god, it's You're gonna just see boxes.
Super likes from I Am Capri Sun and Addy.
Thanks from Addy.
Thanks, Addy. Yeah, so that's cool. How was Australia? Said Laura. Well, it was grand. It was sunny. See the Sydney Opera House. To touch the Sydney Opera House. What is that face? You're like a jump scare in the corner.
I'm just presuming that people are like screenshotting this, so I'm not just like doing sad resting face.
Oh, so you're just being like that?
Yeah, I mean normally I just go like this.
What is this shiny? I don't have a shiny face in real life, so why is my face so shiny right now?
Your aura is just radiating.
What is going on? Is it because of the light?
Maybe.
Maybe. Something. I
think so.
I don't have a shiny face in real life, do I?
No.
No. Right. Dan, you've never seen the Sydney Opera House before in the daytime. In the daytime.
Yeah, I have.
You have?
Yeah, I went there. It was when the spider jumped at me.
What?
Everyone knows that story.
But you didn't remember it that clearly. Did you?
I was 9. I didn't touch it.
You didn't touch it. So, feeling it, what was your thought?
It's made of tiles,
yes,
like a bathroom.
I thought it was going to be a smooth object because it looks smooth, but it's loads of tiles.
But it's pretty cool.
Very cool. I think it's maybe one of my favourite landmarks.
Whoa. The fight was intense.
So long.
God. It takes so long. I mean, it's literally the opposite side of the world to England.
So
such a trek.
On the way out, we did a 14-hour flight to Singapore.
Yeah.
Which was okay because you could sleep on it. So we were already really tired.
Like
we've been doing loads of stuff. So watched some movies, went to sleep, woke up in Singapore. On the way back, 14 hours awake. Dan didn't want to play I Spy. I had Spy next to me as well. No offense to the guy. I'm sure he wasn't that good.
The man on the way back.
Yes.
He was so rude.
Basically, I don't know why, but he wanted to see every single kind of meal on the plane.
It wasn't just like, here's your 3 options, what do you want?
Yeah.
Or like, here's the one thing you get. The guy was like, I want to see everything in economy, everything in premium economy, everything in business, and everything in first.
And all of the vegetarian meals.
And I was just like, by the way, firstly, you can't just like ask for the first class food. We're not in class.
And also, he didn't just want to see it on a menu. He wanted to see like the cling film thing. So there was like it was like an airplane food hall was happening next to me. I was just like, what's happening? I could smell all the food. I was like, stop it! Why are you being strange? And then he watched 9 hours of Sex and the City.
What an enigma.
Maybe he is kind of an icon.
What films did we watch? Fantastic Beasts, Daunting.
I gave it like a 3 out of 5. I'm sorry.
I think it could have been something truly incredible.
I'm sorry.
I think something truly incredible.
Do you know what? I think I would have enjoyed it more if I watched it at the cinema with lots of Harry Potter fans.
I loved the characters. The world building is so much was good. It's just the execution of it.
I didn't love it.
Flawed.
Didn't love it. I watched Lion, where I ugly cried.
Lion is harrowing.
It's so sad. It's like any feelings you have about family and like finding your family. What was I trying to
say? Phil as a film critic.
This is why I don't have a film channel. It was great. It's like when we did that thing reviewing people's audition entries and we said art style like a million times and we said that about
I'm still salty about that. Yeah. Someone was like, Dad should never critique
love the art style.
Bitch, I'm just saying I liked your painting.
Anyway, Hacksaw Ridge we watched while getting the food and it was just body parts being chopped in half.
Hacksaw Ridge.
Like hack
was really
saw Ridge.
I cried watching Hacksaw Ridge.
Dan was like
for
shaking.
An entire hour. It's like a 2-hour movie, and for the entire second half of the movie, I was uncontrollably the entire time.
Looking at
it's like some just direct Christian propaganda about like the goodness of people. So it was about Andrew Garfield's character. Basically, quick thing, he's like an army soldier that wanted to save people's lives as a medic, but he didn't want to shoot anybody because he thought that was wrong. So it was about him being a guy that never wanted to pick up a weapon, going into the heat of battle and putting his life on the line just to save other people's lives. And there was this bit where Andrew Garfield was like, please, God,
please,
just give me one more person to save.
One more person.
And I was like,
I mean,
for like an hour.
I didn't cry. I was feeling a bit sick because it was really graphically violent. An hour of Dan tears. I watched Nerve, which was like rubbish but amazing at the same time.
Snowden, which was funny, bit shit.
Snowden was like Snowden was the one that we watched when we were really tired and it was a bit long and boring, but I appreciated it. Nerve was terrible in a good way. Do you know,
anyway, so
enjoyable trash? Anyway,
Singapore is lit.
I love Singapore.
Say shout out to all the people that watch us in Singapore. You look a cool place.
Shout out to everyone at the Night Zoo. Everyone that worked at the Night Zoo knew who we were.
It's like Houston Space Center. Basically, in
teenagers.
Singapore, it's this country. It has a zoo, and this has this amazing concept where the zoo is open at night. You know when you go to a zoo, and it's like all the animals are nocturnal, you can't actually see them.
They're all just like,
well, Singapore was like, let's open a zoo at night.
Which is great for two reasons. One, because Singapore is so hot and humid and sticky.
Going outside in the day is disgusting.
So at night, you can actually walk around a bit cooler.
And everyone that works there watches YouTube, apparently. So that was funny.
We caused a bit of chaos in the queue. But it was great. We saw an elephant just like wandering around. I got so scared because you're in like... You're in like a train thing, like tram, and just past the enclosures. Those enclosures don't have very big fences.
No, it's a safari. It's a safari. They're just like there.
Anyway, Timmy the elephant just starts going, ooh, what's going on over
here?
This
is like a 5-meter high African elephant.
And it's walking at speed to say hello. And I don't think it knows how to hug gently.
See, what I knew happened was the food dispenser just dropped an elephant pellet on the floor. And the elephant was just hopping towards
I thought my face was the elephant
Phil
pellet.
thought that an elephant was about to stampede into him and his death.
I was actually quite scared.
Phil actually freaked out.
I was like, we need to run. We need to get off. We need to get off. It was good. They had two. I thought. I mean, you don't need kinds of deer.
What a deer?
They had like mouse deer, the lesser mouse deer, the greater mouse deer.
And they actually had ridiculous names like that. It's because like Singapore is one of the places that the good old British Empire just rolled up and was like, I'm going to colonize you. So all their stupid explorers were like, this looks like the lesser spotted badger.
Yeah.
No, what was that stupid animal? The badger pig.
The badger pig. At that point, like, we were getting quite tired, and Dan's the kind of person, if we go to like a theme park or something, he's got to see
everything on offer here.
So
experience that they're to present to us.
Imagine the zoo is like a wet t-shirt that you've got to roll into the bath.
That is the single weirdest analogy.
He wants to get
you want to wear it and you want to see the boobs underneath.
No. He wants to get every drip of zoo out of the t-shirt. Anyway, I was a bit tired, and we saw like the deer, the lesser mouse deer, greater mouse deer.
And when it got to we were like, this is getting quite stupid. The badger pig.
I was like, Dan, they're just combining animals now. They've run out of the world's animals.
Blame the British explorers.
It's time to go.
We fucked up a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, loads of people are asking about Fall Out Boy, including Anna Rico.
Yeah, sorry.
No, listen to it.
Will Tab.
I know it's called Mania. It's got a purple theme. That's all I know.
Wow.
But I haven't listened.
I'm excited from that description.
Is it good? What do you guys think?
Can't wait to meet you next week, said Brianna in the message department.
Gorillaz. Everyone's saying Gorillaz. I've listened to the Gorillaz album.
Except Brianna's message.
Oh, sorry. Brianna.
Yeah.
Excited to see you too.
That'll be fun.
Orlando.
Yeah, Gorillaz.
I liked it.
I mean, we'll have like a whole music rant.
Yeah, let Dan do that in his show. You can wait and do that. Lots of people have got mixed opinions on the Fall Out Boy song, so you can chat with Dan.
It's kind of TBH.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, Poppy. I hated it, lol, said Bailey.
We'll get there.
Millie said, do you like the new place so far? Still
it's
adjusting.
Bigger.
I've woken up a couple times like, where am I? I'm going to die. I've been kidnapped. But apart from that, I'm enjoying the space.
I just like emotionally detached from everything for like a year now. Like everything in the bedroom was there were like 5 things in my bedroom that I thought expressed me, and the rest was like, this is all ugly stuff that I bought in 2013.
Yeah.
So I'm quite excited to have a bedroom that I feel like is more reflective. Dana's not like, the thing is, like I was filming. The room is bigger than mine. Our old apartment.
Yeah.
Filming videos in the place that you live is really cool for you because you're like, oh.
You mean the place you sleep?
No, the whole apartment.
Yeah.
Like the lounge and everything. Because your house is just filled with cameras and tripods and stuff all the time. So the gaming channel was our actual office, and the bedrooms were our actual bedrooms, and we didn't film much in the living room, but it was really annoying.
Yeah.
So now the Dan is not on fire desk is not in my bedroom.
It's in there.
It's in here.
There's the Dan zone.
So
but that means when I'm sat down here, I will hear him going, "Hello, internet, and welcome to."
You're still filming in your actual bedroom.
I'm still filming in my actual bedroom.
So have fun.
Yeah.
It looks like you're filming porn.
It does. That was a bit confusing to the landlord, like when I was
and there's a camera.
especially when we were looking around, the agent was like, "Oh, this is a bedroom," and I was like, "Oh, that would be a great place for the camera." And she was like,
"Let's stop." Yeah, it's a weird job.
What is your job again? Do you miss the drilling sound? No, Aurea, do not jinx it, because nobody's doing construction around this area at the moment.
Although I said in the last live show that I did that this is an opportunity to prove the background aesthetic of Dan is not on fire.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what was your request?
I requested a plant.
So I bought a plant.
You bought a plant? I didn't know you bought a plant.
I bought a plant.
You sneaky plant buyer.
I'll do a live show on Tuesday, and I'll do it on the other side of that piece of glass.
Oh my god.
So it'll look so weird, because it's on the same desk on the same computer that I've done all of my live shows on for ages.
It's like another universe.
So again, it's going to look exactly the same, but I want your, like, prepare inspiration for me for Tuesday. Make it more attractive.
Yeah. Are you in the lounge now? Said Melody. This is like, what are we calling this? A snug?
The slounge.
The slounge.
This apartment is so weird.
Yeah.
It's like a
the slounge.
It's like a, what's that guy?
It's a TARDIS.
Escher painting.
We've got like
I'll let you explain.
We've got a lounge that is like a lounge upstairs, and this is like a nice like lazy hangout zone downstairs.
So
I don't know what we're calling it yet.
This is a horrible sofa.
Is this made like a TV snug? Is this what they call it?
Yeah.
It's a snug.
Yeah.
It's a snug.
This is where we're going to film videos.
Yeah.
This is nice, and it's got all our things, and we like it.
Yeah.
And that means that because the other kind of lounge is upstairs, we don't have to carry a camera up the stairs.
Yeah.
Dan and Phil finding whatever way they can to do no exercise.
So also,
are there just as many stairs? There's not just as many stairs,
but
it was so annoying moving around stairs. So
yeah.
We can film videos here, and it's like fun and nice.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and avoid not having lights all over the other lounge.
Where's the gaming room? The gaming room is there.
There.
That's there.
I still don't know where anything is.
Piano. I've got a piano.
But you want to see the lounge?
And guess what? It's a white piano.
Oh, you'll probably see stuff like this on Instagram and other times.
When Phil takes another photo,
another creep shot of Dan
without any consent.
I'll do it in the upstairs lounge so you can see.
Are you still trying to get revenge?
Yes.
Serial?
Yes. That was the worst one.
I feel like
that's like your most retweeted
whenever
thing.
I'm not having a conversation with Phil, he's just hiding behind something.
I'm just getting ready.
Just waiting for anything that makes me look
Get
stupid.
my sweet revenge.
Everyone's saying Venus. Go on, do it, you will.
You don't have my wipes. I don't know they're in a box. Clean me, Philly.
Fabric daddy. Rub your sweater paws on me.
There you go. I've cleaned you, Katie. That's enough of that. We've still got the Dan's kinky curls. Is that the same message?
What up?
Yeah. So that's happening. Have you got a hallway to lay flat on your back on as well?
I have to work out where the optimal place to lay down.
The perfect spot.
Do not worry.
I know we can't have a dog, but can we have a fish?
Fish?
I'd quite like to get a fish. Yeah? No?
Up to you, mate.
We might get a fish. I'd like a fish. I walked past the pet shop the other day. I was like, is it time? Not yet. There's
What does
boxes
your
everywhere.
shirt say? It's a Sydney.
Sydney. It's a good shirt.
Extra large.
That's the perfect one to lounge around it. How was Bondi Beach? Someone coincidentally asked, which was Cammy. It was great. We saw the, what's it called? Where they do that show.
Bondi Beach Rescue.
Bondi Beach Rescue. We saw Bondi Beach Rescue, and our friend was very excited by it.
Show.
Yeah, and we had the best pasta I've ever had in my entire life.
Wow.
At the beach restaurant.
Melbourne is so cool. It's so arty.
Yeah. Melbourne was an art fest.
And the shows we did some
shows.
There. So we were invited. I mean, what was it? It was a convention.
A festival.
Basically, we just wanted an excuse to go to Australia again.
And see
we
you
had
guys.
fun when we were doing off.
Yeah.
So they were like, we're doing this thing, do you want to come? We were, wait a minute. We get to go to Singapore.
Yes.
Because we went to Hong Kong on the way to Tatanoff, Australia, if you remember. And that was fun. And like, it's one of those places that you wouldn't necessarily go on holiday. Yeah. But if you've got a perfectly valid excuse to go to Australia, then you can just go to somewhere like Singapore. So you're like, yeah, whatever. Do you know what? So it was fun.
Do you know what was a good thing that we did? Our Instagrams were pretty great, I'd say, over that trip.
Very active on Instagram.
The Art Science Museum. If you want to get some good selfies or photos, go to the Art Science Museum in Singapore. They've got this thing where you walk through a light field, which changes depending on what people have clicked on.
Basically, it's a bunch of LEDs, like chandelier strings hanging from the ceiling, and you walk through it, and it's supposed to have randoms. Yes. That change, like you're in space and you're walking around floating in space, which is trippy. So yeah, I mean, we were like, okay, we're going outside. We're doing something that isn't just sitting in our apartment all day. We have to attempt to take photos for Instagram.
We tried.
So we really tried. I mean, and I think that Phil deserves some credit for his photographic ability.
Yeah, I kept it in the right box.
Phil's often disappointing as a person who you want to capture a moment.
I've improved.
If you're like, quickly, this person's proposing, take a photo, Phil will be like, flash photo of a seagull.
Yeah, I've been getting better.
You did.
Thanks, Dan.
Well.
Would you give me a grade up on my photography exam?
Yes.
Laura said, did you stay at the Marina Bay Sands? Yes, it was great. It was like the most insane hotel I've ever stayed in. There's a boat on the roof.
It was weird as heck.
There was how many rooms there? Like
4,000.
4,000 rooms.
It was weird.
So that was weird, but cool. You sang that in such a deja vu.
Singapore's funny because it's basically like somewhere that was used to be a shipping port that British people colonized. And then it's like a banking place.
Singapore.
But like 10 years ago, the Singapore government was like, we want people to come here and be nice. Let's spend like $1 billion on making it really cool for tourists. And they turned it into Plant Future City.
Yeah, so
it's like everyone that lives in Singapore that's unemployed gets a job as a gardener by the state. I think that's a fact. Our taxi driver told us that. So everyone, like every single part of the entire city is just beautiful landscaped gardens and trees and flowers.
So many trees.
And like all the hotels are like gardens.
It's like Houseplant World.
And all the streets are like gardens.
Or Plant World.
And it was amazing. It's so hot and disgusting outside that people don't walk outside.
Yeah.
Basically, the entire of the city is underground shopping mall, and you can't even cross the road outside. You literally have to go underground, walk through a shopping
every
mall.
time. But my favourite thing was the thing called the Gardens by Bay.
Yep.
Which is a huge futuristic tree installation.
It was on Planet Earth.
Yeah, and it was so cool because
they do like a light show.
They do a light show, but all of these vertical trees
basically
sustain themselves.
They build giant metal trees like the size of a building, but then they plant flowers in the trees. So imagine
it's like a
giant metal tree made of flowers.
Yeah,
and it's called a tree. And then they fill those with lights, and then they do like a light show, and they play like classical music, and I cried.
The light show was good. You cried? Why were you crying so much?
I did a lot of crying.
Yeah. And then that guy was like, take a photo of me, and he was being like, making you move all the way around.
A tourist from India. Yeah, and he was so demanding. He was like, take a photo of me and my wife, and I was like, okay. I mean, like, I feel like I'm trustworthy. Give me a camera, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And he was like directing me, and I was like,
what?
Please. And it was like, don't you think that like the angle's a bit too to the left? And I was like,
what? Maybe I should have took it with my new skills, you know. Holland said, "Did you see the Last Jedi trailer?" Actually, I watched it.
Wasn't too spoilery.
I was seeing loads of tweets like, "It's not too spoilery. It's the perfect trailer." I think I'm going to stop there. That was a teaser trailer. I'm not going to watch the full trailer
because we're going to watch it.
I'm going to watch the movie now, so I don't need to be teased.
Spoiled.
It looks very good though.
I liked all your pictures. Thank you. I've forgotten what I put. I
What did you post?
The Merlion.
Merlion. What were you saying? Like
something.
Which my thirst Merlion.
Which everyone does if you just search that.
It's so funny when you go there. It's the typical tourist space where everyone's just doing that thing with their mouths, and it looks really weird. Mine was a bit of a fail though, wasn't it, Dan?
I mean, I took a bunch of you, and some of them were successful. But that one, I was like, stand still, and you're like, it looked so incredible. We just had to post it.
Had to be posted.
The aquarium was aesthetic.
I loved the aquarium.
Some good boomerangs.
Yeah. I took so many boomerangs.
So many boomerangs.
Can I try and find a boomerang I didn't show the internet?
The ripped jeans. That was fun. A bit weird. Honestly, I put my foot through the holes in the knees. This is the first time I've ever bought a pair of pre-ripped jeans that weren't the ones that authentically got ripped when I was like a cool skirt when I was 12. Whenever I put on these ripped jeans, I literally just stuck my foot through.
That was my jellyfish mirror.
Jellyfish are weird, man. I can't understand them. Bloop. And yeah, I remember, was it somebody gave me some glittery nail polish?
Yes.
At Tatanoff, and I just found it on the floor in the bathroom, and I was like, okay, I'll do this.
It's time.
What is it about Australia that just inspires me to paint my nails?
It just releases your pastel aesthetic. Maybe because you've got an excuse to wear that diamond hat.
I think, yeah, because it's like a bit of a holiday. I'm like, whatever.
Like you're just gonna do it.
I know, I'm out here.
Oh, here's a good picture. I found a rare stack of pigs. Wait,
they're lying on top of each other.
Stack of pigs.
So they have no respect for each other.
What is that? What does the English language call a stack of pigs?
The Art Science Museum in Singapore, dank photo material.
So we got so many boomerangs of the twinkly rooms.
That wave projector.
Oh my god! I caught it. It was moving. That wave was moving. And I caught it right at the time it went over Dan's face.
I did blind myself, but that looked cool. So shout out to all the people, especially Anthony Padilla there by posting a cute photo with a self-deprecating caption to see my look. I mean, I tried to do it a few times, and I'm like, how can I squeeze them out every time? But some people are just truly experts.
Yeah. Hi to the Egg Time Bears group chat.
Good
name.
I don't want to know what horrifying kink that's probably referencing.
Egg Time Bears. Meg said, are you allowed to keep pets? I think I could get away with a fish or a hamster, but I don't think I can handle the responsibility of a hamster. Hi, how are you guys? Said Darla. Good, thank you.
Good, thanks.
Hi, Betsy and Sam. Katie said the phallic cactus was a lot. There was so many phallic cacti.
I feel like I really missed an opportunity not putting like hashtag cactus. I feel like it would have gotten literally twice as many retweets and reblogs if I wrote hashtag cactus. No. Don't know why I didn't.
And we retweeted. Happy late birthday to Makaya or Malika. Well, I want to say it right if it's a birthday, right?
You've ruined their birthday, Phil.
Birthday
How dare you get
ruined.
it so wrong?
Any other ones? Nudie said, how was Singapore? I mean, I would rate it as a 5 out of 5 if I was a movie critic of Singapore.